So, there's some decisions to make. And it's around Joe Mixon. I feel like this is like every single year, there's always that decision to make around Joe Mixon. But there is a decision to make. And the decision is, do you want to keep him on the roster after March 16th? Now, my personal opinion is, right, this is a no-brainer. 100% you keep him. 1,300 yards last year, all-purpose yards. He's your RB1. Unless you're planning to make a big splash in free agency and go after Josh Jacobs or Derrick Henry or Austin Eckler, there is no reason why you don't keep him. But you might say, well, why? Why would even make this decision? Like, he's only, he has a contract with us for another year, so we don't even have to think about this. We kind of do, because we have one of two options, okay? The veteran is due a $3 million roster bonus on March 16th, the fourth day of the new year. That bonus becomes fully guaranteed if he's on the roster. That means if he is on the roster as of March 16th, he is going to get an extra $3 million, and that means he's going to be on the roster for 2024. If they go in a different direction, they're due so before giving him the $3 million bonus. It's worth noting that Mixon's cap will be $8.9 million in 2024 if he does stick around. So you could do a couple different options. And I want to stress this enough by saying I truly believe they're going to keep him. Nothing's going to happen. They're not going to even worry about $3 million here. I'm going to give him his money. We're not worried about this. But there are situations out there where this has happened in the past, where a team potentially could go ahead and cut a player like this, who is about to get that $3 million bonus, and then pick him back up in free agency. That way they can avoid the $3 million, and, at the end of the day, a better option becomes available. You go for the better option, and then you use that $3 million towards someone like Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, or you go down the list of running backs. There's a lot of running backs available this year. It's probably one of the best running back classes on free agency of any year in the last 5 or 6 years. I mean, you have the top 4 running backs, Saquon Barkley. If they don't work a contract out with him, which is very potentially they don't, because of the fact he's on franchise tag, he could be a free agent. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, this is an insane running back class. If you're trying to look for a running back of the future, this is the time to do it. Besides that point, then the next question peaks up. Are you really going to risk losing him for $3 million? And that's why they're not going to do it. Because, while, yes, it would be cool to go out there and spend, money to go get yourself a star running back, you got to keep in mind, we got to pay T. Higgins. We got to pay Jamar Chase. We have our own free agents to worry about. And while, yes, we are 6th right now in salary cap purpose for our team, we have the 6th most salary cap, it doesn't matter. Once you put in Jamar Chase's contract, that's going down to 25th. Once you put in T. Higgins' contract, that's going down to 30th. And now you also have to work out DJ Reader's contract. Cheeto, probably not coming back. What's his name? Tyler Boyd's probably not coming back. Irv Smith's not coming back. Jonah Williams' contract, you're going down the list here. So, while, yes, they will have to make a decision for the future here. And again, like I said, I'm going to make this video to give you guys the information. Keep you guys updated on what potentially could happen. And what options the Bengals have right now at the running back position. And I think I'll say it like this, right? Chase Brown had a fantastic rookie season in the second half. If we would have utilized him throughout the whole entire year, let's say he did stay healthy 100%, and he just had a 1,500-yard year, almost rookie of the year. Well, he would have been rookie of the year, but let's say a 1,200-yard year, 7-8 touchdowns, and he just looked like the next big thing. This decision might be different. Let's be honest. Because at that point, you got a 28-year-old running back going into next season who you're going to have to pay an extra $3 million to, when clearly Chase is that guy, Chase Brown is that guy in your backfield. But because of the fact that Chase, while looked great, is still going to need another year to probably transition into that RB1 role, Joe, who had a fantastic year, and I want to kind of stress this enough, fantastic year here last season, there's really no reason to kind of, what's that mentality? Cut off your face except your nose or something? Cut off your nose except your face. It's like one of those two things. There's really no reason to do this. But again, it depends if they need the money. If they're working out Jamar Chase's contract and then they say, okay, now let's go T, and they say, ooh, we kind of need that extra $3 million here to make this work, there's options, right? Now, again, if you guys comment down below, and I said last video, there's always players who could take pay cuts. They could take pay cuts or rework their contracts to keep T. Higgins. Everyone wants to keep T. Mr. Joe Burrow, you want to keep T. Higgins? Well, my man, you have 275 million reasons why you could keep T. Higgins, buddy. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, listen, I am never going to say a player should take a pay cut, should rework their contract. It is their money. They do what they want to do with it, right? It reminds me of that. It's my money. No, wait. It's your money. What's that commercial? Oh, need cash now. No, that's JJ Wentworth. It's your money. So, there's some commercial where it's like, it's your money, come get it, whatever. It's like a loan sharks. But anyway, I'm never going to judge a player for not doing that. Because at the end of the day, it's a career, it's a business. You do what's best for you and your family, right? But, again, like you see Mark Andrews, he was going to take a huge pay cut, humongous pay cut, to keep Lamar Jackson on the roster. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. And just because, first off, here's a little side note here. They don't have to, when I say take a pay cut, you lose money. They don't have to lose money. The player does not have to lose money in order to keep these players. What you do is you push the money toward the future. So Joe can say, you know what? I really want to keep T. Higgins here. I will add 3 voidable years to the end of my contract. You could take like $25 million each year for the next 3 years, put the end of my contract, and then keep T. Higgins. That's literally what they did this year with Deshaun Watson. That's why next year, the next 2 years, Deshaun Watson's contract, his signing bonus, it's gonna be $75 million cap hit when both years. Because this year, they went all in. The Browns went all in. They took they put all their eggs in the same basket. Right now, they're playing today against the Texans in the playoffs, so I guess it worked out for them. And they said, we're going to try to win the Super Bowl this year. So we'll take his $50 million salary cap hit this year, push it toward the next 2 years. So his salary cap hit this year was I think it was like $1 million or $2 million. That's what you can do. And you're just pushing the rock down the road, you're just pushing the money down the road, but it works. It works out very well because then you're able to keep players in the short term. Pay players in the short term, worry about it in the long term. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.